What's up guys, Andy here with Ace High Journeys, and today I play poker in Amsterdam. After a short stay in London from my previous video, I have taken the Eurostar train to Amsterdam, my next poker destination. In only 3.5 hours, I was already in the center of Amsterdam, ready to check in at a hotel and play a poker tournament. I always advocate for having a premium status at one of the hotel chains. The one that you like, the one that you're gonna use the most. I arrived at Amsterdam at 12 p.m. and my room was not ready. I have inquired at the check-in desk whether the person there would have something for me as a gold member, an upgrade, a room that would be available. She did her magic in the computer and she found a room for me that was ready. This allows me to rest, to get a shower, to arrive at the poker room feeling refreshed without leaving my luggage at the check-in desk and coming back for it at a later time. This year, I have started the points game quite late. I have taken a year off traveling. I did not have any status at Accor this year, but they do have a program called Accor Plus, which allows you to basically buy a gold status by getting 30 status nights for about $200, and it gives you $40 back immediately in points. It gives you a gold status, which allows you to get both early check-in and late checkout, a room upgrade, and a welcome drink for every stay. My goal is to get myself to platinum as soon as possible because the platinum status allows you to get free breakfast at all Accor Asia Pacific hotels, and it allows you to enter the lounge area if a hotel has it. I want to play in Macau later this year, and the hotel where I'm staying usually requires the platinum status to give you a free breakfast and free lounge entrance where you also get a lot of snacks during the evening. So effectively you kind of get both dinner and breakfast for free, and that's a great deal. So I'm really looking to get to platinum status, get 30 nights as soon as possible in Accor hotels, because it will allow me to get so much more value from my travels at a later time this year. I'm feeling refreshed and excited to hit the tournament area. Today is the first event, $550 no limit hold'em tournament. It already started at 12:30. It's about 2 p.m. right now, 2:30, and I'm looking to do a late track and get into the tournament as soon as I can. Now, why did I come to Amsterdam in the first place? I have won an online satellite on GG Poker for the €1,500 WSOP main event. I've also never played in Amsterdam before and wanted to spend a week here playing both tournaments and cash games. Let's also talk some logistics and costs. Amsterdam is expensive, so I have booked the first 2 nights at the Novotel for €80 a night, a fantastic price. Uber or Bolt cost me a reasonable 12 to 15 euros one way, and I also walked about 45 minutes by foot one day. I've booked 4 more nights at the Leonardo Hotel, 2 minutes by foot from the Holland Casino, also for 85 euros a night including breakfast, and that's a steal. The WSOP series are taking place at the Holland Casino Amsterdam, located in the heart of the city. Apart from the €1,500 main event, there is a variety of smaller events taking place that week. During the series, there were also 2-2 and 5-5 cash games running every day, and an occasional 10-10 as well. So it's the next day. I have had a productive sleep and a productive day 1 yesterday. It did not go the way I wanted. I have played the mini-main €550 tournament. It went well in the beginning and I have gotten past the late registration stage. I've built a good stack, 2.5x the initial buy-in, and I have actually flopped a straight flush, one of the hands on the button, and scooped it in. and having a very good stack, 35 big blinds. Was very excited to play next. Unfortunately, the next hand I got dealt kings and lost to nines and ace jack suited in a three-way all-in. So I busted the tournament quite late, not in the money, and went to play some cash games. The 5-5 cash games at Amsterdam were very good yesterday. I do not normally jump straight right into the cash session. However, I felt like the tables were really good to miss on it. And I do think the tables were really good. Out of the 10 players at the table, yes, the tables are played 10 max, which is a bit weird for me. And I think it incentivizes tight play. So I would want to see an 8 max or at least a 9 max table. However, you get dealt what you got dealt. So out of the 10 players at the table, I would say that 7 to 8 were recreational players and 2 to 3 people were regulars. So it's a very good ratio, and the stacks were deep as well. Some people said with 2,000-3,000 euros, and even the people who were short had at least 600 euros to their name. The rake was pretty high, capped at 30 euros. I believe it's 5%. However, I do feel like the game definitely beatable and good to sit long term. I am curious how the games are running outside the series as well. I've never played in Amsterdam before. Overall, the atmosphere is quite professional. They do not allow phones on the table. You can use them in your hands, but you cannot put them on the felt in any manner. Today is day 2, and I have 2 options here. I was initially planning to play 660 Progressive Bounty Tournament at 12:30 p.m. However, I am playing the 1,500 euros main event tomorrow, day 1A. So considering the high emotions that ran yesterday, I do believe I can play a cash session instead. It's a Saturday. It's a great day to play cash games. I can do a controlled session where I can manage the number of hours that I'm going to be playing. I do feel refreshed. The goal is now to find some decent food in Amsterdam, which I would not believe would be a problem, and then hit the Holland Casino for some cash game session for 5-5 no limit hold'em. As always, it's a marathon, not a sprint, so I'm looking forward to day 2. Unfortunately, Saturday cash games were much worse than on the day 1. I've played 6 hours and then did the main event on Sunday. I am extremely tired. Made day 2 of the 1,500 euros main event here in Amsterdam at the Holland Casino. It was a tough event, 11 hours of straight up poker. I think I played really well. I had a chance to build a really large stack. However, I didn't. But I have persevered and made it to day 2 with about 10 big blinds. The day 2 is on Thursday. Today is Sunday night. So I still have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to potentially play another small event and play some more cash games here in Amsterdam. Unfortunately, the next days have not been any better. The quality of the cash games has dramatically decreased over the next few days. Most regulars have been playing this game by now. I've had a good cash session on Tuesday, but other than that, decided just to spend the time walking around Amsterdam, seeing some friends, and enjoying life. It's time for the day 2 of the main event of the World Series of Poker Circuit event here in Amsterdam, Netherlands. It's a 1,500 euro buy-in event, and I made it to day 2 with a 10 big blind stack. Day 1 was very intense. I've built up my stack consistently from the starting point of 50,000 to all the way up to 300,000. Unfortunately, I had 2 bad hands that I played in 2 different parts of day 1, and I finished the day with 100,000 in chips. We're going to play 5,000, 10,000 levels.
and the min cash, I believe, is something around 2,500 euros. The bubble of the day one was interesting too. I had queens and their northern position opened. I called queens pre-flop and made 2 calls in the flop and on the river. I didn't lose my whole stack. He had aces. Maybe I shouldn't have even participated in that hand from the beginning. And thus I'm going into the day 2 with 10 blinds instead of 25. I have initially qualified to this 1,500 euros event by winning a satellite at GG Poker, a 150 euros satellite that gave me a 1,500 euros seat at the main event here in Amsterdam. I really enjoy playing satellites online to get into big events. I once won a package, 9,000 euros package to Barcelona, maybe 7 or 8 years ago. I guess when you get this kind of thrill, you do want to win more seats or get a package. So I will be playing some more satellites in the next week or so to hopefully get into Prague WSOP Europe event. Then I do want to go to Monaco at the end of April, beginning of May, and playing Poker Stars to qualify for that main event or to win a package maybe would be a great opportunity for me. So I do plan to spend a couple weeks in April doing that. The plan for the day 2 here is no pressure at all. I got my min cash locked in. I do not have a big stack. I'll just play my best game and see where it leads me.
7. Call. Showdown, please.
Die man is ziek hoor. Deze is onslaanbaar. Gaat hij zo met zijn handjes over elkaar zitten? Ja. Lekker mannetje.
With my day 2 lasting only half an hour, I get dealt ace-king and lost to 6s. The 3,100 min cash was pretty good considering the 150 buy-in online.
It's been an interesting week here in Amsterdam, playing a short-lived series, the World Series of Poker International Circuit. I've made a few thousand playing tournaments, lost a few thousand playing cash games. I did overestimate the quality of the cash games I would encounter here, but the tournament, I really loved it. What can I say? It's a shame that I didn't get the chance to build a larger stack to play the day 2 in full. So there's no regrets though. I've spent several days in Amsterdam, which I haven't done before. My previous visits to Amsterdam have been very short, so I really appreciated the opportunity to stay in the city for a longer time. It's a magnificent city. It's early spring. The weather's mostly good and sunny. And now it's time for me to hop on a plane and go to my next destination. Stay tuned and subscribe for more content.